Hello. I've been doing this course for the last couple of months, and I just wanted to share some key information that I have been learning. I'm going to speak about love and relationships today, first of all. Trust and respect have been so long lost that we spend a great deal of our time testing one another, making each other prove themselves to us, or finding any reason whatsoever to doubt one another, vying for control. We spend more time doing these things than we actually do creating and enjoying a love relationship. Now, the thing that we call a love relationship is often little more than addictive pain patterns being acted out time and time again. Love does not need to possess. It does not need to control, degrade, withhold, prove anything, distrust, or conquer. Love simply loves. It flows. It is uninhibited, uncontrived, natural, innocent, and spontaneous. And while discernment definitely is a necessary step in the selection of a partner, it shouldn't prohibit you from loving everyone. Did you know that humans are terrified of feeling the totality of unconditional love? We've been taught to restrain ourselves. We've been taught that it's absolutely impossible to love fully without hurting someone, whether it be ourselves or the other person, especially if the other person does not love us in return or promise to stay forever. Without that 100% guarantee that we will not lose in the long run, we hold back, whether it be a little or a lot. The amount doesn't matter. The point is once that flow has been damaged, it's been therefore controlled on some level. Now, what if love were only possible by forfeiting all the guarantees? What if love could only exist in the presence of absolute surrender? What if there was no such thing as loss, only change? So what if you were to let go before the other person did, without fully knowing whether or not he or she would let go in the long run? Sounds kind of frightening to a lot of people, I'm sure. I know it did to me at one point in my life. Sure, we would risk disappointment, but that's all. I promise. If you have a healthy self-esteem and self-love, the person that you love cannot devastate or humiliate you. They cannot make you feel unworthy. Only you can do that. The object of love is not to win people over, to break through their barriers and heal them or heal yourself, or make them need or desire you, or to make sure that you don't lose. It's not a game. The object of love is to love, to cherish, to honor, to adore, to respect, to never harm, to appreciate, and never depreciate the other person. We can love without objectification. To experience love for no apparent reason at all is a great sign that you're nearing the completion of your trials and karmic pains. It is the way home to your true, higher self. To fill your life with friends or a partner who naturally inspire you to love is a wonderful thing. Everyone should be so lucky. To surround yourself with sacred objects of beauty, to live in a place that you actually enjoy, to be in nature regularly, to do what you really feel passionate about. They're all important ingredients in life to helping you become a more loving person. To be in a relationship with a person with whom you do not resonate with in order to try to learn to love them or prove to yourself that you can love anyone is not the quickest way to work out your karma. Sure, it may show you your patterns at best, but to remain in a relationship that is complete struggle, complete resistance, can harm both you and your partner. Everyone of all creation deserves to be loved and adored. And if you're with someone whom you can't love and adore with all your heart, it would serve you both better if you were to separate than to remain together. Now, I'm not speaking about a strong, loving, committed relationship that temporarily goes through rough periods or patches. What I am speaking about is a relationship in which one or both of the people involved are completely resistant, completely unhappy, more often than not. When the love, trust, and surrender between two people in love is strong, when one or both of the partners go through difficult times of emotional healing or job stress or problems with friends or family, it does not affect the bond of that relationship. If you're in a relationship with someone you love and care deeply for, to support them in rough times as well as easy times is natural and very fulfilling. If you, however, are in a relationship chiefly because the other person makes you feel good about yourself, fulfills your fantasies, makes life better for you, whether that be physically, financially, emotionally, then when your partner is experiencing pain or difficulty, you will feel abandoned. You'll feel neglected and unhappy. You'll probably blame that other partner, and you may or may not seek fulfillment outside of that partnership. In order for a relationship to have any chance of bringing about true intimacy and sustainable love, you must deeply care about your partner, his or her life, their well-being, and be moved to give freely in a loving way to your partner. Then the two of you, when rough times come, will not be ripped apart. In fact, these challenges will only serve to deepen that relationship of trust and loyalty and caring and intimacy between you. This type of relationship augments your spiritual path, and you and your partner, when you have that or achieve that type of union, it brings about healing and awakening of your souls. Now, the essential nature of an unrestrained soul is tantra, which leads to being in a constant orgasmic state within your whole body. In this state, energy blocks are dissolved, emotions released to flow naturally, and spiritual experiences of love and oneness form. And isn't that what both you and the earth so desperately need at this time? It is also what you truly long and fear for at the very same moment. Now, why do we fear this? Well, we fear it because it means taking risks, relinquishing ego control, feeling your most guarded, buried emotions. You cannot sustain a feeling of true love and all the other negative emotions as well. A high spiritual experience of loving that is blended and shared with another. It's often followed by feelings of a less pleasant feeling or emotion as well. This is because every time you raise your frequencies beyond what it previously was, anything that is within you that is incapable of maintaining that higher frequency is stimulated to release and let go. Now, sometimes after these deeper connections, we might think to ourselves, if I trust this person too much, I'll get hurt. Or if I depend on this person, I'll lose myself in the process. Well, once you've labeled it codependent, pattern repeats. There you go. Running for your life, narrowly escaping that one. The worst thing is that you actually believe these negative voices and interpret the painful emotion as a sign that something is going wrong, when it isn't. The truth is, what you're experiencing is the normal process of evolution. You are being given a wonderful opportunity to eliminate that which no longer serves your awakening or growth. But if you identify with it when it comes up for release, what you're actually doing is you're burying yourself even deeper in illusions of separation and the need to hold on, to distrust, or control. So if anyone loves you too much, he or she automatically becomes a suspect, worthy of your resistance. It's time that we now let go of these self-defeating agendas and allow love to naturally flow in our lives again. Well, how do we do this? Well, first off, by being very honest with yourself, examining your repetitive patterns, and being open to full intimacy potential and the healing of your soul. So I thought these were all fantastic pieces of information. Hope you enjoyed.